Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to just take a screenshot of the amount here in the staking farm and also this amount here in the LP farms on my Maiar DEX. And I'll tell you the reason in a moment. I'm just waiting until it's 15:37. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll notice that I did a kind of reset of all this at 14:37, so it's not actually 24 hours, it's 25 hours since I looked at this. But I want to see how much this is made in a day, because I got things wrong, which I will explain any moment now. Okay, so that's 15:37. So yeah, the only amounts I need to take note of are here. So I'm just going to do a screenshot of that. Okay, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. Okay, now the reason for this is because Claudia Stefanou yesterday said that you're comparing with apples with pears. This was my experiment I kind of started yesterday, where I wanted to see if it was more advantageous to do the Metabonding and get bits of Aero, VEC, Effort, Isengard, ZoidPay and BAT, if it was worth doing that, or if it was worth getting the LK-MEX that I'd made and just putting it back into the MEX farm and producing more LK-MEX, with the idea that maybe I could use the locked MEX exchange to exchange that for something else that I fancied, but by doing that you lose half its value anyway. So if you don't know what I'm on about, have a look at the video from yesterday and that should make it clear. Now, quite rightly, Claudia was saying that the best way to do it would be to separate my LK-MEX into two chunks, put one lot in the Metabonding and also the other lot back into the MEX farm, and see which one earns the most. But with a bit of maths I can do it now that 25 hours has passed. So let's just have a look how much LK-MEX I earned in 25 hours. Okay. Now, of course, after reading Claudia's comments, I realised the only figure I should really be looking at here is this figure here, which is the amount of MEX I've earned by putting back the LK-MEX that I've earned. So we're talking about whatever it was on that screenshot, which was 31.81. Okay, so let's call that $32. Okay, and basically that's been made by using 289 million LK-MEX, right? So on the Metabonding, I've got over here 129,648,290. Now I worked that out, and it means that I've only got 0.65 of the amount in the Metabonding compared to what I have in the MEX farm. Okay, so last week I earned about $38 worth of extra tokens in the Metabonding. So if that 38, if I'd used all the LK-MEX that I've got, if I divide that by 0.65, that will give the amount I would have earned in a week. Okay, so that's 58. Let's call it $59. Now, it's worth bearing in mind that you do earn a bit of extra LK-MEX, and also, the day when you withdraw the liquidity, then you will get a bit of the fees as well. So I don't know. You could probably call that, I don't know, 65 bucks maybe a week you're getting from the Metabonding if I used all my LK-MEX. Okay, so you see here that was about 32 bucks that I was earning in LK-MEX by restaking it in the MEX farm there. So 32 times 7, that's going to be 224. Okay, now that said, if I was to put that into the locked MEX exchange and exchange it for something, I'd only get half of its value, so we'd probably be looking at 112 bucks a week. However, that's still better than the Metabonding, isn't it? Tell me if I'm getting this wrong, but to me, I think it would be better to just get the locked MEX, and if I decide I want something like ZoidPay, go to the locked MEX exchange and only sell the locked MEX that I've made here, which is the extra locked mix that I would have missed out on if I'd have done the Metabonding. Now I think I've thought this through correctly, and that's the way it seems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to the original plan, and I'm going to keep this going until next Thursday, and then see how much I've got, and then see how much I get from the Metabonding, just in case things are different. I know the BAT token came out at some point during the day yesterday, and some people kind of missed out on getting it, so they'll probably get it next week. I got a little bit, it wasn't a lot, but you never know, that next week that might be more. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, if you think I've got the maths wrong or something like that, I know it's all pretty rough, and there's other things to consider as well, like the effectively the three sources of income you get from the Metabonding, which is the token itself, the extra LKMX, and then the fees. Okay, so I suppose meanwhile, with the money that I'm earning, the LKMX that I'm earning from the LP farms, I should really just put this into the MEX farm, because that's what I'd be doing anyway. I think that makes sense, really. And to be honest, even with the prices they are today, you can see that I'm actually making about over $100 a day with the LP farms. So it's all good. I mean, I know what my whole account's worth is like about a third of what it was before, but it doesn't worry me. It really doesn't. I'm so bullish on the whole Elrond ecosystem that I really don't care at the moment the fact that everything's worth a fraction of what it was before, and it's just an opportunity to get more, isn't it, really? Anyway, so I'm going to harvest that anyway, but obviously this isn't going to count towards the the overall score of what I would have got on the Metabonding, for example, because this would have got fed into there anyway. Okay, I'll just have a quick look at the meta staking, see if there's anything I can harvest there, and no, not at the moment. So I guess I'll just restake the LKMX there, and what I need to do is just merge those two, because I've got them two MEX farms. So you see here I've got like these two separate LKMX ones, so I can merge that, and the network fee for doing a merge is about 1 cent, so I think that's always worth doing, and then I can just restake. Okay, so that's another 1.7 million. Ooh. Okay, now this happens occasionally, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my Maiar app and see if I've got some eGold that I can claim from just the regular eGold staking in the Maiar app. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can have a look at the video by looking at the top right hand corner now. You'll see a link for it, where I just show you how to do straight staking of eGold on Maiar to get about 12, 13, 14%. So that's what I use for the fees. So I'll just go and do that. So you can see here that on the screenshot that I've got a bit of stuff I can claim from Rosetta staking, where I've got about 100 or so eGold staked, and that'll be enough to pay the fees. So if I go to my account, I should be able to see that now. There you go, there's $19.05. So I can try that again. So let's go to farms and stake maximum, and it should be fine this time. Okay, so that's all done. Well, it is now. Anyway, just before I sign off, I'm just going to show you these two comments from RC Junior Play. He said, save with crypto, MEX will do more than 10x, no financial advice. I think you're so right, actually. RC Junior Play also said, save with crypto, you better buy more eGold at discount, and when it all goes up, you sell the coins you don't want. Yeah, you're right, actually. I have actually got, I've got about 5,000, what is it, 5,000 euros in my SwissBorg account. It's there because I really want to, if Bitcoin does drop down to something crazy like 14 grand or something, then I want to buy a chunk of it. But the more I think about it, the more I should just buy eGold with it, just have done with it. I mean, what's Bitcoin going to do? Bitcoin's probably going to 3x in the next 6 months. eGold would probably 10x. Easy. I don't know. Anyway, that's definitely not financial advice. What is good advice, though, is to go down below this video and give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on all, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.